GM. How is it going, DGen Land? I'm Elliot. I'm your host, founder of Future NFT Mints, and host of the Fresh Mints Daily. And with me is Harrison. Harrison is one of the researchers at Future NFT Mints. How you doing, Harrison?
I'm doing great. Good morning.
Awesome. Good morning. So today we are going to just dive right in. And we're going to start talking about NFT mints today, ones that are coming up. We're going to talk about the Insight Report. This is all stuff that Harrison handles. Again, he's doing our research. He's populating the content into the platform. And then I'm going to take us out and share with you some of the new things that we have just released yesterday. And I really want to tell you about what we're going to release tomorrow, but I'm holding my tongue because I need to build it first, and I may not be able to build all of it. But even if I get half of it, I think it's still going to be really, really exciting. So with that, Harrison, I'm going to go ahead and hand the reins over to you. Go ahead and share your screen and get us going.
Awesome. Let's do it. So I want to begin by talking about Duppies. We talked about earlier this week and earlier last week that their mint date was potentially going to be July 15th. We now have confirmation that is for sure not going to be. We're looking at a mint date at the end of July, at the beginning of August, somewhere around that range. Once again, this is a project that's directly associated with DeGods. It's by the same team. They're making a competing project that they want to compete with themselves with. And it also rewards the past project because they're using the native currency generated by dead gods to have the mint for this. So we're not exactly sure how much in US dollar terms the mint's going to be because the price of dust isn't exactly the same at all times. But it's going to cost 375 dust. So you get those from staking your DeGods. And this will be a mint that will kind of compete and try and become its own top tier project on Solana, just like DeGods and Dead Gods is. So now that we have a mint date, or we don't have a mint date, but we know it's for sure not this week, everyone can kind of relax a little bit and the hype will kind of go on for this project. Next, let's move on to Bohemia Fabulosa. We kind of talked about this a little bit again yesterday. This is a Solana-based project. We're looking at like a 2.5 Sol mint price to around 3 Sol, depending on if you're allow list or public sale. They have a huge community already behind them. They're minting today, so if you want to get in on this, make sure you check it out today. But their past collection is already existing on Magic Eden, and their floor is sitting around 12 Sol right now. This is some of their art. You can kind of see they're a unique style that really isn't seen a whole lot in the NFT space. But there's tons of cool things about this project to check out on Solana. So if you're a Solana minter and you're interested in those sort of things, make sure to check out Bohemia Fabulosa minting today. Next, I kind of want to jump over to Multiversal Walkers again. This is another project we talked about yesterday a little bit, and they have their animated motion-driven characters. But there's a lot of utility that also comes in this project that's been announced and kind of updated as we've gotten closer to the mint date. So we now have a reduction in both the public and the allowless mint prices. We're looking at a public mint price of 0.188 ETH and an allowless price of 0.143 ETH. This is a mint that's happening tomorrow and today. So we're looking at this happening very, very soon if you're interested in getting in on that. We have a bunch of cool utilities, and some of the ones that I want to highlight the most are their unique merch, their use of the community or the treasury to fund community events. And they're also accessing and building new technologies like soul-bound NFTs. So these sort of things are innovative in the space, and we're just excited to see what Multiverse of Walkers continues to do and wish them luck on their mint as well. Next, on a revisit Kingship. Kingship is a huge project. We're looking at a ton of hype around this. This is another Bored Ape asset project. So yesterday we saw the mint of Jenkins the Valet happen. It went extremely well and was super successful. And people talk about leveraging IP rights with these huge projects into bigger things. This is totally another example of that. We can expect Kingship to be a pretty hyped up mint, and we're interested to see how they do. Next, I want to bring us to the Magus. So we have a mint date for this project. This is one we covered on an Insight report, I think last week. But there's 6666 Magus casting a spell into the metaverse. So their art style is pretty unique. I think it personally reminds me of like almost Cartoon Network Adventure Time type art. The unique thing about this project is the first mint you're getting is free, and then after that you can pay for an additional one. So let's look through their style just a little bit. And this is our collection page. So you can see more about the information here. And this is, like I said, a free mint for your very first one. And if you want to get additional ones, you need to continue to pay. So this style is kind of something that's innovative in itself. But there's lots and lots of unique things about this project. So it's definitely worth checking out as well. And this kind of brings us right to our Insight report. So Izu is a super interesting project. Izu is a sister project of Psychedelics Anonymous. Psychedelics Anonymous, if you don't know, is a project that was building a ton of hype by a guy named Voltura, or Voltura.eth, also known as Bored Ape 2745. He really focused on striving to build a strong, organic, and engaged Twitter community. So the whole project, before anything was known about Psychedelics Anonymous, there was a strong community rallied behind it before anyone had ever seen the art or known anything about the roadmap or those sort of things. Once again, this is kind of the same sort of marketing strategy and like style for Izu. Not a whole lot to know about the project, but we know that it has a whole lot of hype behind it. A bunch of people are really interested. So if we navigate over to their website, we can see that everything is broken up into 4 factions. First, we have the light faction, the vapor faction, the liquid faction, and then the earth faction. So we're not exactly sure what's coming out of this project, but we know there's a whole lot of community behind it and unique art, as we've already seen with Psychedelics Anonymous in the past. And Psychedelics is holding a floor of 1.5 with 25,000 ETH traded. So we definitely know that the founders behind this project are capable of building a strong community, holding that community, and delivering unique experiences and like things that you would expect from a top tier NFT project. So this is definitely something we wanted to cover. And so I'll move us over to our Insight report itself. So as they say, one of their bigger headlines we've seen a lot is ownership is more than just possession. It's an occurrence of yesterday that holds a taste of tomorrow. So like I said, BAYC 2745 has experience building a huge project of this. And although little is known, we definitely expect this to be a high, like hyped mint. We're looking at 3 Twitter followings that combine for over 300,000. So there's definitely a lot of people interested in it. Although there's no Discord now, we can expect that like it would be booming just the same when that happens. So definitely stay tuned to the collection page for more and more updates as we continue to get them. And definitely check out their websites and their Twitter as well if you want to get involved.
Awesome, Harrison. Really, that was a great breakdown.
Wait, you're muted.
Fast.
Talking.
Ah,
Spaces.
thank you. Yeah, I was on the live stream. And so, yeah, thanks, Harrison. That was a great breakdown. So we're going to go ahead and start moving right along. We're going to try to keep these streams a little shorter going forward. That just kind of allows us to kind of get some more work done. And I think, every day, I don't know that every day we're going to cut up the little videos. I think they're definitely, there's some value add to them for sure. But I think especially now as we're really perfecting kind of our format and our structure with everything, it's a better use of our time to keep building the product. And so with that, I want to share with you some of the things that we have been building. So if you come to our calendar page, so there's 3 updates today. We'll let that load. So there's 3 updates today. The first one is that we have added a button here to make it much easier and hopefully more in your face that you can add an NFT, and you can do that very easily. And all we need right now is for you to put in the collection name. That's it. And then we'll go in and we'll fill in the rest of the information. The idea is that we want to make it really easy for people to add content. We also want to add a lot of content. Right now we have 75 upcoming mints. That's a lot, but it's not all of them. We all know that. So we know that there is going to be a lot more that we need to figure out. Darn, I'm gonna redo that. I got distracted with notification that came in. So today we have 3 features that we launched yesterday, and these are kind of small, but they're very important. First one is that you can click the Add NFT right now directly on the calendar page instead of having to just find it within the nav bar. And this will make it hopefully a lot easier for people to know to add collections. All we need for right now is for you to add the collection name, and we will do the rest. This will help us add more content to our platform. Right now, you'll see that we have 75 NFTs that are upcoming mints. And while that's a lot, we know that's not all of them. And we're really working hard to keep adding content. Harrison is spending a lot of time really just digging in and making sure that we have a ton of information. The second update that we have made, and this one is finally getting us in the right direction, is that we now have a place where we can link directly to the Insight Report. So you can go directly to the tweet, which is where the Insight Report lives. And it's taking a second to load on Twitter. Makes me feel a little better that our site takes a second to load. And so you can see this is the Insight Report for Duppies. And so you can go ahead and share that. You can like it, all those things. And then we also have a placeholder for the smart contract. We're going to be adding smart contracts very soon, which is really, really exciting that we're going to start having that. And that will lead into some other changes that we have. The other change update that we have made is to our leaderboard. And let's refresh the page. Excellent. So we have added a lot more ways for you to earn points. We were kind of hinting at this before. As we add new features, as we create new ways for you to engage and contribute in the product, we will update the leaderboard. Maybe a couple day lag, which is what happened here. And so you can see, I think, was it CD? No, Kukio had added a couple likes and dislikes. And so they received some extra points. They received 6 points, right? They did 2 of them. They got 3 points each. And we've just added multiple ways for you to earn points. Right now we're still very early in the leaderboard. We only have 9 rankings, though we have about 15 or 20 people who have earned points so far. That number is increasing by the day. What I'm excited about, so those are the 3 updates that we have, but what I'm excited about is what we are going to be building today. And I don't want to talk about it. I really, really do. But I also am not going to. And the reason for that is that it's 2 fairly big things. I may only be able to get one of them done, so we'll have to wait for the other one. But we are slowly but surely getting to a place where Future NFT Mints is going to be the destination for you to be able to do everything with your portfolio management. Anything that you are trying to monitor as far as an upcoming mint is concerned, you will have tools within Future NFT Mints to be able to manage that. We already have, we've added a way to have raffles in the platform. We are adding a couple new features. We have a way for you to do research. We have a way for you to do community sentiment, for you to vote, for you to remember what you like versus what you don't like. We have added filters. We're going to be adding more filters and search soon. So there is a lot that is coming down the pipe. There's already a lot that's been built. And I can't wait to show you what we have by the end of this week. I think every single week, I mean, again, this is only our third week of having the platform. And each week we have made substantial progress. And we will continue making what I think is substantial progress. So join us for this journey. Create an account, upvote, downvote. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you think is going to be useful. And keep letting go into the Discord and tell us the features that you're looking for. I am right now literally both the features I'm building today were because someone was like, "Hey Elliot, I would like to see this," and I was like, "Oh yeah, we have it on the roadmap. I was thinking of doing it a little later," and they're like, "Yeah, it'd be great to see it sooner." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." And so taking your feedback is one of my top priorities, quite frankly, and there are a lot of things that we have on the roadmap for July. There are things that I had planned out this weekend for next week that I've already decided we're going to push out some of them and we're going to reprioritize just based on just what we're seeing in the market, what we are, how we are thinking and how we're evolving the product. So by all means, be active. The other thing I'll say, and we're going to wrap up with this, is that we are currently looking to partner, or not even partner, we're wanting to give access to some guest communities where we would give you free access for a couple months. You'd get premium access for your entire NFT community. All we need is the smart contract of your NFT. And then when someone connects their wallet, we will detect it. We will know that they're in your community and we'll upgrade their access to premium through the end of September. And we have a tool that I will tell you privately, won't share it on the live stream yet, that's coming out that will be extremely useful for you for trying to figure out what NFTs that you want to partner with. And getting your community to give you feedback and do it in a way that isn't so disorganized, right? That you aren't just in a Discord and saying, "Hey, who likes this?" Right? Like, click this button. You'll be able to get more specific and targeted feedback from your holders in a way that is I think provides the research so that they can make a high quality choice, and gives you the ability to start figuring out how to target, and gives you the confidence that, hey, these are the partners that we really want to work with. So yeah, that's the show for today. I don't know that I'm going to cut any videos, maybe a little video of the features that we have added, but that's about it, because I really want to just get started in building today, because this is a big one. So yeah, if there is anything that you want to see, find us in our Discord. Hit us up on Twitter. If you join the product, schedule 30 minutes with me. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Love to get your take. We can go through the product. We can talk about what we're going to build in the future. And you can just tell me, what do you think makes sense? Because for the most part, I'm going to make the decision as to whether we build that or not, sooner versus later. And your input is going to directly impact that. So thanks for joining us today. If you go back and rewatch the stream at the beginning, that's when Harrison went through the mints that we have coming up, and that are coming up for this week. That will be interesting for you to kind of take a look. And then by all means, go to futurenftmints.com. There is free access. There's public access where you can see, I think, 15 or 20 NFTs that are minting in the next 3 days. You can get a free account so you can see a little bit more information. With the free account, you'll also be able to upvote and downvote. So you'll have more features. And the free account is also going to unlock one of the features that I'm building today. So the free account is going to start becoming increasingly more useful and beneficial. And I look forward to kind of sharing those updates as they happen. So thanks a lot for joining us today. And we are going to go ahead and sign off. And Harrison, I'll throw us back both on the screen so we can wave and give another hearty good morning. Have a great day, and best of luck with your next mint.